In addition to the wonderful ebooks and audiobooks that we already have through Sora, the Shen Libraries would like to show you something new, New York Reads. To get to this, you're going to go to soraapp.com. It's probably also on your library's website, and you could click there to get to it. But again, it's Sora, S-O-R-A, app.com. If it doesn't say my school is Capital Region BOCES, you can switch schools and put that in. From there, you're going to select your school, which is going to be Shenendehowa. Your username is your full Shen email address. That'll get you into Sora, but you want to add a library. So go to the hamburger menu here, bringing up this menu here, and go to the green plus, add a library. This is what's new. This time, where it says find your library, you're going to search for NY Reads and click on This is My School. Now you're going to again select your school from the long list. They're in alphabetical order to get to Shenendehowa. And again, put in your full email address. Works the same for students and for adults. So now I see I have 2 libraries here. I can search for a book, and before I do it, I want to click the search all of my libraries. Now, when I'm searching for a title, an author, or a book, it will give me the Cap Region BOCES books and the New York Reads. So Cap Region BOCES books, one person checks out at a time. Inky the Octopus, only one person can read this. Benefit of being an octopus, only one person can listen to it. But through New York Reads, everybody could read Inky the Octopus, and everybody could listen to the benefits of being an octopus. There are books appropriate for K through 12. Elementary school kids will see what's appropriate for them. Teachers, middle school, high school students will see the full catalog. If you have any questions about New York Reads or Sora, see your school librarian.
All right, so Google added a new feature to Google Sites you might be excited about. If you are looking at your Google site, as soon as you log in, you can go to Themes. And then now you'll have a plus button where you can create your own custom theme. So you're no longer stuck with the 6 that are the defaults. You can create your own custom one just like this. It's really simple. Just click the plus, you give it a name, and you can add a logo that will appear up here in the corner like this one. And if you want, you can put a default image in the background. So for instance, if I click here and I say select or upload, doesn't matter. Select just lets me go looking in my Google Drive. All right, then you click next. Now it lets you choose your color palette. You can see there's a bunch of defaults here, although you can pick any one of them and then click customize. So if I pick that and I say customize, it'll let me choose to change any of those to any color I want. You can change them later on too once your theme is set up. So I'm going to click next. These are the default fonts. So you can pick any font for your title and headings. Those are the top 2 ones. And then for your body text, you can pick a different one. And those are your smaller 2 ones. Say create theme, it's going to put it over here. If after you've created a theme you decide you don't like it, you don't want to keep it in here, you can delete it from that main screen. So this is my theme. Normally you can slide this image. All right, change theme colors, change theme font. Then again, you have more with the colors here. You have a lot of control over the sizes of the text and stuff that are the default for the theme. Now you can control them individually when you're making a page, but if you want to set a default that sticks, you can do that. Okay. Images, these are just the header and the logo image that you put in earlier. Gives you a little bit more chance of doing it. So here is the anchoring for that header image. So we can click that and we can slide that image. Oop, nope, I went the wrong way. I guess I can't get it to that upper left-hand corner no matter which of the options I use, but you can see you can move around the image. All right. Then you have your navigation menus. It'll appear up here, how they view, and you can change them. And then the last thing that you have control over in the theme is the buttons and the dividers and link colors, etc., that are the default ones for your settings. So you can always come back in at any point in time and change any one of these parts of the theme, and your whole website will change based on the changes you make over here. That's the nice thing about a theme. So again, when you get back to here, if you decide you don't like a theme, you just click the three dots and click remove. And that theme goes away. And then you're stuck with one of the ones you previously had. This one's another real quick Google Sites change. So one of the things that used to bother people about Google Sites is, unlike all the other Google tools, you couldn't go back in time and bring back a previous revision of the website if you made a mistake and saved something. Now in Google Sites, you have full revision history, just like you do in the other Google products. As you're looking at your site, which this one has lots of pages in it, so there's lots of individual changes that could have been made. You click the three dots, you go to version history, and then just like when you are editing the site, you can switch to any page, and you can come down here to any point in time and see what that page looks like. And then once you're there, you have two options up here in the corner: restore the whole site to this date and time, or restore just this page to that point in time. Okay, so you can restore individual pages or the entire site. It's the same menu on the side here. You can also name places in the version history, so that way it's a permanent marker of, major project done, give it a name. And then if you want, you can title this little slider on here that says, only show me the named versions of the site, not just any revision that Google logs. So that's the toggle on and off. You'll notice that I didn't name any versions of the site, so they all disappeared. Okay, that's how to use version history in Google Sites.
This week I learned that we have some pretty cool templates for our Google Slides and Inside Shen. I'd like to show you what I learned. So I found the Inside Shen folder has a little schoolhouse here, and I added a shortcut to my drive. So now when I'm in my drive, Inside Shen is right here. When you open this and you go to Inside Shen Resources, you will see Slides Templates. And these are all ones that John has found and put in this folder, which is really awesome. But what I learned this week is now that we have that as a resource, we can import the theme from any presentation we have in our drive. So if I really liked this theme, I could click on it. The theme would be imported. And now I could add slides all based on that theme. I love jazzing up my Google Slides. So that's what I learned this week. Another thing I learned this week comes from the Assign screen in eDoctrina. When you assign an online assessment, it used to have 3 buttons here. It used to have Assign, Reassign, and Unassign. It used to be very confusing because if you gave a test over multiple days, if you hit the wrong button, it could have the potential to clear student answers that had already been entered from the previous day. So they've tried to streamline this process. Now they're down to 2 buttons, Assign and Unassign. And now there's a button to check if you want to clear responses from of students who have already put answers in the test. So my suggestion would be, if you are giving a multiple day test, do not check this button. But I am I am happy that now it's a little bit more simplified and a little bit more clear on which buttons to use when you're assigning in eDoctrina.